executed. So O'Connell basically said that Murray was too short. Man, when did he say that yesterday in the presser or later in the presser when I stopped watching? Hold up. Let me run that back one more again. One more time. Hold on, let me see here. Boom. Myron Metcalf of ESPN appeared on the Friday, August 21st edition of First Take and lambasted O'Connell for saying publicly that Murray is too short to see over the offensive line, which obviously implies a negative that the staff and unit as a whole must compensate for by making changes to the scheme and how they execute it. I mean, if he had a problem with Murray's height, why make him your starter? Why even sign him in the first place? You know? I mean, why why even bring him in if you're gonna say the guy's too short and you got to do this and you got to do that? Why not go with McCarthy and work with McCarthy? Is my question. Let's move along. I need to start a PR crisis firm for NFL coaches and just tell them, here's the thing you cannot say in this situation, Metcalf said. You cannot say that your 5'10 quarterback can see over the line, can't see over the line. Maybe it's true. Maybe everyone in training camp knows it. Maybe Kyler is telling all of his teammates he can't see. You cannot tell the public that. That's the situation with Kyler Murray. And I mean, hell, normally KOC keeps things like that under wrap. So is he trying to throw Kyler Murray under the bus to save his ass if Kyler Murray doesn't work? Interesting, huh? Interesting, dog. Yeah, the KOC kind of throw that in there just to say, hey, this guy can't see over the line. This guy may be too short to see over the line. I gotta change my whole scheme up for him. Well, he knew that before signing Kyler Murray, before wanting Kyler Murray, right? So could this be another play in KOC's game plan? Here we go. 1 second. Hold on. Metcalf added that saying the quiet part out loud, specifically when it's done by someone in O'Connell's prominent position within the organization, creates unwanted and undue external noise that the team must then navigate. Let's see. Kevin O'Connell is too smart for that. He's seasoned. He's a veteran. Metcalf continued. Everything is going to be about Kyler Murray's durability, his size. Say anything but that. Your quarterback cannot see over the offensive line because it's only going to encourage the narrative about whether or not Kyler Murray is the guy, whether or not he's big enough in an era of giant quarterbacks. I mean, we talk about a narrative. I really don't care too much about narratives. They push the whole narrative about McCarthy, right? They tried to paint a whole picture about McCarthy, so I could care less about a narrative for Kyler Murray. But KOC coming out and saying that, damn near complaining about it, makes you ask some questions off top. Like, first off, why did you bring him in? Second off, why did you cut the QB competition short? And some are saying McCarthy looked better than Murray training camp thus far, joint practices as well. So what is really going on here? Is it another ploy for KOC to save his ass if shit hits the fan with Murray? All questions you must think about for sure. You understand me? So these are real questions here, brother. Okay. Let's get back to it here. Hold up. Kyler Murray predicted to get long-term contract from Vikings if he excels this year. Let's see. And that's a big if right there. Too short or not, if things end up working out with Murray in Minnesota this year, ESPN's Dan Graziano believes the team will ink him to a multi-year contract to return. We got to see how it goes. That's the whole thing. As with every QB other than J.J. McCarthy, who has played for Kevin O'Connell in Minnesota, if Murray plays well and has the Vikings in playoff contention, haunted by the memory of what happened after they let Sam Darnold leave as a free agent following the 2024 season. The Vikings make a strong push to re-sign Murray to a long-term deal ahead of his free agency, Graziano said. And if Murray comes in there and leads the Vikings to the playoffs, couple playoff wins, NFC Championship, etc., do you think about re-signing him? For how much? Yeah. What do you do with JJ McCarthy? And you got to see how the season pans out. If anybody gets hurt, who goes down, who steps up? Here we go. You know? One can argue whether that is actually the best outcome for the Vikings, given that Murray is undersized, has a meaningful injury history, and will turn 30 years old in 2027. In other words, even if Murray is great in 2026, he could still prove a liability for Minnesota long term. Now you ask yourself, is that where JJ McCarthy comes in? Because they're obviously not trying to trade JJ McCarthy. They want to keep him around. You ask yourself, for what? Can they not get draft value for him? Or are they counting on him next year? Are they counting on him to step up next year if Murray leaves? A lot of questions to be asked. A lot of questions remain. For real. Here we go, man. Brock Lesnar in the building. Brock Lesnar in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. He say, just make. Hold on, man. Give me 1 second, man. Kidding me? He says, just make Flores the coach. Hey, some agree, right, Brock? Brock say, stop playing. Let's get it done. Let's get it over with. Make Flores the coach. Hey, I guarantee if KOC is horrible this year, Flores may be your head coach, Brock, for real. Flores has done more with less. Yep, definitely, brother. No lying there. No lying there. For real. Lack of talent in every area, right? Lack of talent in every area. Now we just now starting to see him get the talent he wants, talent he deserves in certain positions. So yes, you're absolutely correct, dog. Flores has done more with less every time, every year. Batting the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES. Let's get it, man. Team's usual pitch to free agent QBs. How'd you like to come to and win a Super Bowl? KO's pitch to Murray. How would you like to come to Minnesota and get thrashed in the first round of the playoffs? That boy back coming in hot tonight. He already started, huh? Here we go, man. I think KOC is so lazy to let his scheme or whatever to help the quarterback. We're going to see, Holden. We're going to see, man. What frustrates me is KOC is going to run the ball this season. He should have just poured into McCarthy. My point's exactly. That's what I would have did. I would have poured into McCarthy, gave my all to McCarthy, put all my energy, focus, and time into him, and made him the best quarterback he could be. What did KOC choose to do? Bring in Murray, lie about a fair competition. We're going to see what happens. So no more excuses for KOC. He can no longer be absolved from blame. If the Vikings fail, it is on him. It starts with him, period. You know, it's no more denying that, man. This is on KOC. Mendoza and Kirk still have the QB competition going, and Mendoza is a rookie. You see there, Bat? My point exactly, man. My point exactly, brother. No doubt. That's crazy work. I mean, think about it. Kirk Cousins, a veteran, Mendoza, a rookie. And the Raiders aren't rushing. The Raiders aren't saying, hey, I got to crown somebody. No, it's a real battle. May the best man win. Now we got Kevin O'Connell needs to succeed with Kyler Murray to avoid hot seat in Minnesota. You damn right. Getty head coach Kevin O'Connell of the Minnesota Vikings The alternative, however, is probably worse, at least for the team's fans and O'Connell himself. If Murray fails for whatever reason and McCarthy can't step back into the starting role and make things happen, the Vikings will probably miss the playoffs for the second season in a row and the third time in O'Connell's 5 years at the helm. That could be enough cause for new general manager Nolan Teasley to pull the plug on the whole thing by firing O'Connell, trading McCarthy, and letting Murray enter free agency next spring before hiring a new head coach with a new vision at quarterback. Oh, you trust me. Please believe if KOC fails, if the Vikings are horrible, KOC will be gone. You think Nolan Bain Teasley going to sit there and say, okay, you can stay another year? Yeah, you can have a sucky season, KOC. It's okay. It's okay, brother. Hell no. He will nip it in the bud real quick. He says, I have a theory that the reason Kyler is starting is because if he does bad, he'll get a little grace compared to McCarthy, who fans will want out ASAP after one bad game, but maybe not. Who knows, Bat? Who knows, brother? You know? All I know, it wasn't a fair competition, man. All I know is everybody saying McCarthy looked better doing joint practices, and joint practices are the most important part of training camp. We're gonna see what happens tomorrow and move from there. But KOC with this whole QB situation and competition, KOC has been full of shit. Period. You know it. I know it. Not gonna lie, there's still some good coaches out there. Lamont in the building. Lamont in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES, man. Let's get it. Say, what's good, everyone? What's the good word, EJ? Man, you know, talking Vikings football, man. Talking Vikings football, brother. You know, he's too short. Lamont, now your head coach really comes out and says that about you. Is KOC, like I say, is KOC just trying to save his ass? Did he really, you really say that man is too short, man? What is KOC on right now? Oh, man, KOC is trying to find any excuse if this season goes down the drain. He is trying to save himself for real. I mean, what other reason would you say it? You ain't said it all year, all off season. Hell, you didn't think about his height when you signed him. You didn't care, so why care now? I get it. He want to save himself just in case. Okay, I know it. Crazy. You see the contradictory shit he does every time, man. You know, but this ain't the first time people saying Kyler Murray is too short. I'm gonna get into a Shannon Sharp video in a minute. They disrespected him over there. You know, I gotta go in there and take up for Murray per se. Come on, man. Wow, dog. Wow, man. You say Mick Glass isn't worth a fourth to anyone. Shout out Robbie Saban in the building. Come on, brother. Come on now. Have some respect for Nine, man. Come on now. He said, shake my head. Hey, that's all you can do right now, huh, Lamont? Shake your damn head, brother. Crazy. Let's get back to it. So that's pretty much it for that article. We're going to keep it moving and grooving. You know. He going to need that backyard boogie again. He going to need something. He going to need something, man. I'll tell you that now. He going to need something, brother. No cap. Definitely. McCarthy is good at pretending he's good until he's knocked down by a gentle breeze, requiring weeks of rehab. What you mean? That ain't happened yet. You want to talk about injuries too evil? What about Murray? Murray missed the whole season last year. So who is really the injury-prone guy when it comes down to it? Who is the guy that is injured the most too evil? If we're talking real facts here, right? Real facts, not trumped up quotes and narratives being pushed, nothing like that. We're talking real facts, right? Here we go. Now I'm going to move along into the next segment, and I want to get into Shannon Sharp and Ocho, Joe Johnson, basically saying Murray's too short, but KOC said it, so he gave ammunition to everybody else to say it. You know? I mean, wow, how much more disrespectful could you get? Really? Murray hasn't missed 80% of his employment. Has McCarthy? I guess you want to talk about the injury his first year. Okay, okay. How long are people gonna sit on that though? Is my main question. How long can you really sit on that comfortably? And it's funny, they never want to talk about how McCarthy got injured because he was getting smacked all game, getting his head knocked off all game. Green Bay, concussion. Atlanta, getting knocked around, smacked around, high ankle sprain. And on top of that, he played a full quarter with a high ankle sprain. He played 5 minutes with a concussion. So who's at fault here? Who's at fault here, man? For real. Brock say McGlass.